Welcome to Club Shada. Damn, the music was loud. Well, welcome to Club Shada, episode 327. It is Sunday, the 24th of September, and it is 10:41 here in Lisbon, Portugal. Put the flag of where you're watching from and what time it is in the city that you represent today. I hope everybody's doing good. I love the way my voice sounds in these headphones. I'm sorry if I'm oily here, but because of that brand new tattoo, I have to be moisturized to the max, which is something I'm going to talk about soon. I hope everybody's doing great. I hope everybody's in great shape and great spirit. This show is brought to you by Shada, the gods of good fortune. I want to thank our stream royalty for the month of September, the one and only Anan, Saudi, and all the sponsors. Actually, there's something I forgot to do on Instagram, which is send to my mailing list on Instagram. Yeah, send to my mailing list the link to today's episode so that the people on Instagram can join if they want. There you go. Boom. Listen, it's amazing to have a desk where everything is sitting in place. You have your phone here, it's starting to oh, did I? No, I didn't. I thought I forgot to close some stuff there. I don't even know if my camera is in the right position, etc., if I'm in focus. Like, I just arrived from Buddy's house where we had a barbecue. My son is leaving Wednesday after spending the summer with us, so we went to do a nice barbecue at Uncle's Buddy's house. And if you're watching from YouTube, peace out. If you're watching from Twitch, peace. If you're watching from X, peace. If you're watching from Facebook, big up. All right. Look at these comments. Glorious. New version of Ecamm version 4.1. Beautiful. If you want to know the program that I use to do these lives and the cameras that I use, all the links are in the description below. You can check that out. Mr. Tome, what up? How you doing? I hope you're doing good. Cousin Joel, what up? How you doing? I hope everybody's great. I hope you're getting ready to start the new season. Listen, good thing now, when you invite me to your show, I'm free anytime now, so that's good. I have my own spot, so I'm ready. I'm ready to come to the show. This year I want to do a lot of podcasts. I just recorded a podcast, a lot of interviews, and I'm also I want to participate in more live stream from other channels, so that's gonna be good. Helio from Cap Verde, what up? I love you guys too. Sodarinhos, what up, Christopher? Bless, cute kid. Emery, what up? How you doing? I hope you're doing good. 5:43 p.m. in Montreal, Canada. Oh, from Bandaka. What up, Alexandre? Hey, from the homeland. That's what we're talking about. Emmanuel, what up? How you doing? I hope you're doing good. Yo, Mr. Nilton, how you doing? Oh, this is our stream royalty. She's here. What up, Anan? Did you get the message from Instagram or from WhatsApp? Just to know. So listen, I had a great week. I just did a tattoo. I don't think you can see it from here. I'm far. It's far, but I'm gonna show you some pics. 11:43 in Paris. It's better than one, right? It's better than than 2 hours later. So listen, I hope let me show you what we did with the wife. It was cool. Insta, I like that. Good. Tatiana, how are you doing, sis? I hope you're doing good. Everybody's showing up. I like this. Yo, Fake Free, what up, man? Long time. Let me tell you something. That name is way too long, bro. Just call yourself Fake Free on YouTube. Fake Free Entertainment LLC. That's long as... Yo! Thanks a lot, bro. Thanks a lot. Good to see you. Been a while. Yeah, brand new house, brand new home studio. So that's great. All right. So let me show you. Let me go to the wife's Instagram. I think she posted it. She posted a little video. I can play it without the sound. Let me see. Well, you know, but it's not hard to edit. She didn't post it. Let me see. Where did you post that? TikTok? Oh, Lord. She posted it. Let me see the reels. Oh, there it is. All right. There it is. So we went to do a tattoo together with the wife. So then I'll show you the photos. At my boy's Cavellucci Tattoo, best tattoo artist in Lisbon. So that's me on the neck, on the side of the neck, and she was having the same numbers. That's my son who came to check. So we wrote, so you can see it here. I'm going to explain the whole story of what I wanted to do and what we end up doing. There we go. All right. So my idea originally was to do Hamza or Fatma hand on the neck, on the side, with a small one like here in the back, and have 3 dates in Roman letters representing the birth of my son, the birth of my daughter, and then my wedding in chronological order. And my wife wanted to also do the Fatma hand, but she would do the same thing, the same dates, but just the birth of our daughter plus the birth of plus the wedding date, and the Fatma hand here on her forearm. I couldn't do it in the forearm because I'm already done out there. So I had a choice, like, and then my tattoo artist was telling me that the Fatma hand here wouldn't look as great because of the neck and, you know, all the movements of the neck. So I ended up doing the simple one, which is just the 3 dates here and some clouds that would go up to here, I guess, and up to here, some Japanese clouds, so that when I'm ready, I can just connect everything here. And now I have a choice of either doing a big Fatma hand here, or do one on my leg, or maybe just put it here like this, or maybe just put the eye and or maybe do it here. Like, I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do, but the goal is for us to have more or less the same tattoo, but it doesn't need to be in the same place. And those are our dates. We had a daughter together, and we got married, so those are our dates. So we went to Cavellucci Tattoo, which is, like I told you, who is the best tattoo artist here in Lisbon. In his shop, 305 Tattoos. So I ended up, this is how my tat ended up looking. As you can see, let me full screen that. Boom. Very cool. And the wife's tat. Do I have a photo? There it is. This is how Valeria's tat ended up looking. She's great. Can I zoom here? No, I can't. Yeah. So I'm gonna have a different one, of course. Let me see if I have a photo of what I want to do. No, I don't have a photo, but mine is gonna be way more detailed. She wanted something very line arty, and you know, because she has a lighter skin, she can put some white ink, and she's gonna continue this arm with Cavellucci. But me, I want something with way more detail that incorporate a little bit of the Buddhism culture in it. So I just have to decide where I'm gonna do it, because of course I have a lot of tats already, so it's not as easy as it would if I did it like in here. I couldn't have the details I want, and then, you know, when you move your neck, it doesn't look that great. So I ended up just doing this, and it's great because on my skin it still looks discreet. And I believe that I'm probably gonna just have it here, like a big one that maybe continues here, or maybe I can do a Buddha hand here. But I believe that here with the big eye and the hand that might go up to here, and then continue the clouds that are here to really like go until like the beginning of this tattoo is probably what I'm gonna do. So funny, when I did the tattoo, everybody was like, oh my god, you must be hurting. No, I have a great company that does numbing cream, and that cream is amazing. You put it an hour and a half before doing your tattoo. You put the cream, you put some the plastic on it, like to keep it from breathing. You let it rest for an hour and a half, and then when you do your tattoo, you almost feel nothing. So imagine here on the bones, or here on the bone of the jaw. I think there's one that is arriving here. I didn't feel nothing. Maybe it hurt a little bit here somewhere, but nothing. And my wife was falling asleep because her arm was completely numb, so we didn't feel nothing. That was amazing. And it's great to have a tattoo artist that understand that. I mean, listen, I don't understand this idea, that this archaic idea that, oh, you have a tattoo, you have to earn it, you have to feel the pain. Listen, you want to feel it, it's all good. It's up to you. I don't see the point. I'm already paying, so this is my pain. I'm paying. Boom. and the rest, listen, it's art. The point is to express yourself in a different way. It's a mode of expression of who you are, and as long as it doesn't look, I mean, you can do what you want. It's your body, but to me, it has to be. It has to all go together. So this tattoo, when I did the laser on my chest to remove all the hair, they messed it up a little bit. So I'm probably gonna transform it into something else. And probably when I'm gonna do the hand here, I'll probably also maybe continue my thing, maybe the clouds up to here, do something. I don't know. But we're gonna turn this. It was a Chinese sign. I don't even remember what he said. But we're gonna turn this into something else and then incorporate it into the hand. And I'm gonna have the big eye here, so that. Another idea that we had with Cavellucci was to do the hand here, the eye here, and then my hand would become the Fatma hand. I love this idea. It's a little presumptuous, but imagine like I have the eye here, and then all the ornaments become like the hand. But I don't know. I don't know. Like I kind of like my tattoo stopping here. Like this is the next level when you start tattooing your hands. Maybe when I don't have space anymore for now, I can still explore like my chest. I can still explore these parts. So I'm gonna chill for now. I'm just probably gonna just finish my thing here, put my hand here, so that we really have like a joint tattoo with the wife. I think it was important for us. It was a great experience. She loved it. She really she was happy. She was happy of the experience. Me too. It was great. It was a cool moment together. So yeah. Let me look at your post. Listen, I have a great show for you tonight. I'm going to try to pack everything in 1 hour. Listen, I was complaining that I had no subject. I did my homework. I have subject for 3 episodes. So that's cool. Thanks, brother. Thanks. Thank you, Emmanuel. On the hand, ça tuerait, non? Imagine, tu fais la main de Fatma, mais c'est ta main, la main. Tu mets juste l'œil ici. Et puis tout le reste, les ornements, ça devient ta main. Mais là, ça va niquer. I don't know. But yeah, that's a great idea. Listen, actually, I could still do it, but I want to first do the chest before the hand. I mean, with the cream, he told me that here I will not feel anything, but on the finger, you feel it anyway. So, because here it's just you and your bones. So, we'll see. That could be cool. I gotta say that could be cool. We'll see. When I was in Portugal, I used to go to Fatima every year with my church group. Look at that. Thanks a lot, bro. ALC, what up? I know people blacking out their ex-partner references of their skin love. Me, I don't. Me, actually, I have a tattoo together with my ex that is here. Says together always, which is, well, my wife always loved at this one. She's like, hell, always, yeah. So we have this one, and yeah, listen, it's part of my history. I don't believe in removing the things that made you happy one day. When I'm gonna do my hand, I'm not gonna recover it, but I'm gonna incorporate it in probably my thing. I just have to decide how I'm gonna do the chest piece. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, some people, there's somebody who every time it's over with a girlfriend, he just add a cross on top of the name, and then he puts the new name, and then he just cross and then put a new name. And I'm like, bro, stop tattooing people's name. Like when you do a reference, let's say you say together always, right? only you and the person know, or only the people who know you together know that you have a piece together. But when the person is out there in the world, and listen, one of the two can always listen, you can always, especially with the numbing cream that we have now that just make your skin numb, you can just put the numbing cream and then go to a tattoo remover. They will just put some laser and it's out. No need to black it out. But hey, it is art. What does tattoo mean to you? Self-expression. It's a part of my self-expression. Vous aimez m'envoyer des WhatsApp pendant, c'est parce que c'est toi que je regarde. Oh, nice. Anan just sent me her hand. Did it hurt? Non, mais toi tu sens rien, toi tu es une guerrière. What's the name of the numbing cream? I want to get a chest tattoo in the future. It is sold in Portugal. Send me a private on Instagram. I'll send you the link. I always forget the name of it. Sumi something, but listen, it works. It's a Portuguese dermatologist that is also into tattoo who does it, and he prepares it directly for you. So when you order it, that's when you prepare it and they ship it to you. But listen, amazing. Can you see, like, it was tattooing here. I was just sucking my lollipop. Let me show you. Let me show you. While I was getting tattooed, let me see. All right. Look at this. So as I was doing, what is it? Look here. So I was shooting this for the vlog. Wait. No, that was when it was already done. But yeah, look, I was sucking my lollipop, chilling. Sometimes I was doing strange faces, like here. But trust me, I was not feeling nothing. I was just pretending for the camera, but in reality, I was not feeling a thing. That's amazing. Listen, doing it. Listen, I did both of my arms, the big dragon in my back, some of these things, like most of them, without numbing cream. So I know the tattoo pain, and I know the stress it can create and how you're tired in the end. Like when your body is just exhausted from pain. And listen, when you do a tattoo and you don't feel nothing, that's the best feeling in the world. The people come, oh yeah, but you don't deserve it. You have to feel the pain. It's part of the experience. Fuck you. Yo, listen, that was amazing. Trust me. If okay, I don't want to redo my back, but I still have some spots that I could do. But listen, there's a lot of things that the last 10 years I wanted to start, like especially I have some parts of my arm that are not finished, like here. There's some spot here that I have to fill up and finish this tattoo. Even the elbows, like those parts, I was always like, ah, damn, I don't, and the more time you wait, then you're like, I don't want to do it anymore. But listen, even the laser for my bird, this part here is 10 seconds of nightmare. If I can just put my cream here, and then I just go do my laser, oof. Now that's amazing. That's amazing because you don't feel nothing. So that's perfect. Even like I always wanted to, before I tattoo, the problem is I already did a tattoo in one of my legs, because maybe down in my legs, really like the lower part of my legs, before I go do the tattoos there, I probably will do the laser. And I mean, I don't think it hurts that much, but I'm just gonna put numbing cream in all these procedures because Because why not? Why feel pain? What's the point? I don't see the point. You're afraid of needles, and you work at a hospital? Come on. Do you put needles in people? I love Tokyo Hotel. What up? How you doing? I hope you're doing good since last time. Maybe looking for a next tattoo on my hand. Oh, on your hand? Whoa. Where else you have tattoos? Oh, it hurts. I really want a piercing on my nose, but the fear of needles is not letting me. Wow. Listen, I did my piercing. This one, I did it in 94, I think. So it's been here for 30 years. And listen, it's just one moment, you're like, and then it's done. You know? Dalia, when are we starting the show? I want to be there on the first episode. Aïe. Non, moi je vais laisser mes doigts dans la crème. Je vais laisser mes doigts dans la crème. Dans la crème anesthésiante. Oh. Ooh, Yep, getting tattooed with a lollipop. Yeah, this cream is amazing. Listen, amazing. I didn't feel, listen, a lot of people say, yeah, it works. Listen, I did it. It works. I got a bunch of my friends. They use it. So let me show you the name of my tattoo artist, because he's amazing. Let me go to Instagram. You guys go follow him on Instagram and you tell them I sent you. This guy is so good. That's his Instagram. Let me put it in the chat. I fake free, no problem. So yeah, listen, this guy is amazing. The tattoos he does. So some of his clients, they like to have the ink. Others, they don't want. They want to feel the experience. He doesn't care. That's what I like about him. Like some other tattoo artists, they care so much about the thing. His only problem is that the client is happy. So that's what I like about him. Really a cool guy. That's a friend of mine, Bashir, he's been doing his whole body. And he lives in Mozambique, so every time he comes to Portugal, he just comes and put a lot of cream on himself, and then boom, let's go. He does long sessions of 4 hours, and yeah, that's so cool. Nah, he's very, very good. Trust me. Wow. And you bring your idea, you bring your design, and after that, he will turn your idea into something perfect. Like my wife had an idea what she wanted, and then it was like 10 times better than what she thought. That's my leg that he did. So next one, I was thinking maybe I'm gonna put the Fatma hand on the side here of my leg, or maybe on the other one, but I think on the chest it's gonna look better. But listen, go check his stuff. He's really, really good. Great person too. It's important. I think what I love about his studio is the vibe. The vibe is really great. I forgot to tell this group that I'm live. Give me a second. Give me a second so we can move to the next subject, which is actually, I want to talk about MJ with Moto's country. I send of this WhatsApp group. There it is. There it is. Boom. All right. Fred, what up? Go. We will start next month. Yeah. What up, Drill Camp? Julie, we're still waiting for you. I have your title ready. I just need to change the episode number and then we rolling. Anan is saying, when I was tattooing near the nail, my look could have them killed. The pain. Listen, he told me that even with the cream on the fingers, you still feel it. But of course, it's like 30% of the pain. So, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do my fingers. I don't know if I want to tattoo my fingers. I'm not sure. Even the hand, I don't know. Maybe after I did everything. But yeah, listen. Thank you, sis. King mode always. Emery saying, I have 2 tattoos on my arms, the map of Africa with black power and a huge portrait of my son. Oh, beautiful. So, let's talk about MJ with Moto's country. Okay then. All right. I don't know if you know what's going on in MJ's country. And yo, listen, they're all going crazy and I'm laughing. Remove the wait. All right. So, where's MJ? Let me see if MJ is there because I just need his commentary for this. Let me see if he's available because maybe he's at work because now it's early for him in Canada. But I would love to have his commentary for this part because I find it so funny. Let's see if he answers. Because for me, it's funny. Free. What up? He's probably busy. What time it is in Canada? It's probably at work. Too bad. Anyway. In Zimbabwe, there was an election of, Miss Universe Zimbabwe. So I'm not sure why they call it Miss Universe Zimbabwe and not Miss Zimbabwe. So it's probably another. You have Miss something, and it's. I guess it's the name of the. Oh wow. Oh yo. I love it. Listen, this to me shows how much people in America have no clue about what is outside of America because they are so obsessed with their own race wars and race everything, that they don't realize that it's not the same thing in one country or another. And so Zimbabwe did their pageant of the year, Miss Universe Zimbabwe, and the winner is a girl from Zimbabwe, born and raised there, parents from there. And if you are like me and you know the colonial history of Zimbabwe, which is when everybody was leaving Zimbabwe, the English people who receive orders from the UK, when they told them, hey, it's time to either leave or either stay, whatever, they didn't want to. And they stayed there. They declared their independence from the UK, and they for a long time they wanted to have a white class ruling Zimbabwe for years and years and years. After a point, there was actually President Mugabe was the liberator of the country, and in reality, even if he was very what is the word I'm looking for? When he was a rebel, he was more radical. But at a point, when it was time to become a president at that time, that's when he decided to step down on the radicalism and just be like, okay, listen, let's all live together. It's our country, all of us. But okay, then things went south a little bit, but the composition of Zimbabwe is, of course, in a majority of black people, but you also have a community of white people that have been in Zimbabwe forever and that are part of the just like in South Africa, you have actress like Charlize Theron, who are descendant of the Dutch that were in South Africa. And so these people, even if their parents migrated to Africa, their ancestors migrated like 100 or 150 years ago, or maybe before, they be there for enough generations to call themselves Africans in terms of land, right? And well, of course, when photos arrive of the winner, anybody in Zimbabwe was, makes sense, and they were happy for her. Well done, congrats. But everybody in America, they went crazy because this is Miss Zimbabwe. And they went crazy. Everybody went crazy. When like Americans, like when they see that, for them it's like cultural appropriation. It was like it's the end of the world for them, because they don't understand the mixity of some countries, especially because it's Africa, right? But if you look at it from the point of view of, let's say, for example, us who lived in France our whole life, like me, for example. I mean, not my whole life, but I lived 32 years of my life in France. Miss France is of every color. And when you have, so let me show you. When you have Miss France, can I see all the Miss France? Let me see. Let me see. Toutes les Miss France. Miss France de 2020 à 2020. All right. Huh? Nice. All right. Oh, that's going to be a long one. Lord. If you look at Miss France, right, from 1920, or you look, for example, at my friend Camille Cerf, who's one of the Miss France. It's not doing what I wanted. Toutes les Miss France depuis 1955. All right. You see, for example, this is the last Miss France. She's from Guadeloupe, and she is mixed race. If you take the one before 2022, she's a brunette. 2021, she's a brunette. 2020, I'm not sure what is her origins, but brunette. Yeah, where are the blondes? Rousse. This one is from Guyane, represent. Miss Cerf, Camille Cerf, blonde. Then you had Flora Coquerel from the West Indies. Then you had this one. And you see, in France, having Miss France that are from every color is not a problem at all for us, because we are in a multicultural society. Oh, Sonia Roland, my friend. We are in a multicultural society, and it is just normal to have Miss France of all colors in France, because French come from all colors. And if you look at the comments from Americans on Miss Zimbabwe, from Americans, if you look from Africans, like from Zimbabweans, not, but if you look at the comments from Zimbabweans, they're like, yeah, we're proud of her, well done, da 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 da. She will represent us, because for them it's normal. But if you look from other Africans and from especially Americans, they're like, oh my God, my ancestors are rolling in their grave. Everybody's like going crazy on the internet, because they believe that everybody in Africa, in Zimbabwe, is supposed to be just black people, when you cannot at the same time, and I'm talking about people from the diaspora, right? You cannot at the same time celebrate the fact that you have a black Miss France coming from, people like me who grew up in France, who are French, and if I go and win anything, it would be as a French citizen. So, I was not born French, but I'm French now. But if I have, let's say in 4 or 5 generations, if my family stays in Portugal or around France in Europe, and my daughter or her daughter or the daughter of a daughter or a son wins Miss Portugal, and my daughter is mixed Russian, Congo, Guinea-Bissau, Portugal. If she wins Miss Portugal here, nobody will be shocked, because it is just normal. And same thing in the US. The same people who are complaining about a white African Miss, because they have no idea how geography work in history, the same people, they're happy to celebrate to know that they have a Miss Universe that is black, coming from America. They like all this, but they cannot wrap their head around the fact that in Africa is the same thing. Listen, you have 2 or 3 generations of Chinese that have been going to Africa for the last 20, 30 years. Some of these people are not mixing themselves with the local population. And but at a point, some of them, they speak the language because they were born there. And then you have some of them, they mix, and they have, now you have Chinese Congolese people, and you have Chinese people or Congolese people who they're from Chinese descent, but they live in Congo their whole life, and they speak Lingala better than me. And if you've been there for 150 years, 200 years, whatever, 2, 3, 4, 5 generations, and you were born there, and that's all you knew, yes, you can represent your country. It's your country. You have the documents, and yeah, you're white. And so when I saw the whole outrage, I was laughing. I was like, look at them. Look at them running everywhere. Look at them. What are we gonna do with all these people? Yeah, English, they came a couple centuries later than the Afrikaners. Yes, exactly. Yes, we have to open them up. It's a globalized world. Some countries is still, but in a country like that, listen, it's something I said 15 years ago when Obama won the election, president of the US. It was amazing for everybody. And I remember we were in France, we were on Champs-Élysées celebrating, right? And as I was celebrating with everybody, I was like, wait a minute. I'm celebrating a black president in the US. But us in France, we don't even have a black mayor, not even light skin. We never had that. So I was like, wow, why are we celebrating another country? And everybody's, oh, amazing. It's not even happening in France. And then I was like, I mean, it's great for them in the US, especially knowing their history, right? But I was just saying, will we be? And I remember doing this interview. I would love to find this interview because I said that at the time. So it was 2009 or 8, I don't remember. I was saying, I hope the same joy that we have around the world to see a black American president, and it's half black American president. I hope the day we have a half black Congolese president or half white, I hope everybody will celebrate the same. Or if there's a white president or a Lebanese president in Congo that have been there for generations and generation, if one of them gets elected in Congo because he has Congolese nationality, been in Congo forever, speaks Lingala, Swahili, knows the people, is loved by the people, and wins, I hope nobody's gonna come to me with the same bullshit, because I'll be like, yeah, he's from here. Listen, I'm sure that Abed Ashur in Kinshasa, in Congo, speaks better Lingala than me. I left at 7 and I barely speak Lingala. I understand when people talk, but I don't speak that well because I'm French. So yeah, it's funny to see that impossibility to just understand why and just go crazy because for you it's they're taking something from, no, they've been here forever. They're part of the landscape. They used to, at the time, by force, if you understand if you know the story of that country, they used to own all the farm and all the lands of farming, and at a point, yeah, there's been a lot of killing. There's been a lot of when the black people took the power back, then they were trying to kill a lot of the white people who were owning for the farms. And then at a point, it pacified, and then this is where they are, and this is their history. So it is normal. The same as us in France, we wouldn't be shocked. Well, listen, was there ever one? Anyway, we have Miss France from La Réunion, which is a French territory. We from Guadeloupe, Martinique. We had from other countries that people that were naturalized French. We have, of course, the rest of the regions, but we also, I don't know if we had any coming from Algeria or from Morocco or Tunisia, I'm not sure. But we had like people coming from Italy, from here and there, because it's called the movements of population. And listen, when I saw her, I was not shocked at all because I know the history. Most people, listen, you have to look at the comments. People are going crazy. I mean, I'm like, yeah, they don't know what they're talking about. But yeah. Black Free saying, last I checked, these Americans can't even find Zimbabwe on a map. Yeah. Listen, it's something about the people who are commenting on the internet. And most of them are just having emotional reactions to things. They're not really, and a lot of them, they have no clue where is France, what is Europe. Like, they just know Miami somewhere and wherever they come from, and New York. Vander P is saying, you've definitely marked my childhood. I always thought you were Cape Verdean or Angolan. Thank you so much. I want to know why Zimbabwe was called Zanzibar land. Was it? I don't remember. I know it was called Rhodesi because it was discovered by Mr. Rhodes, but I don't know about that, but we can always listen. Go to Wikipedia and read. So there. Oh, listen. See, when they go in the street and where is? Tell me 5 cities in Europe. You have people telling like, Bangkok. You're like, yo. It was Bush with a 10. Oh Lord. Okay, Anan. That's what I thought. Why? What happened? Do they never apply or? That's interesting. Well, listen, the French, they colonized a lot. Trust me. I will have a conversation about what's happening in the countries, but I need to inform myself completely before I do. But yeah. Black Free saying, these same people are hella feeling les bleus in football every 4 years. The hypocrisy, I'm telling you. Oh yeah. Voilà, c'est ta faute. C'est ta faute. Yeah, Zanzibar is part of Tanzania. Exactly. Exactly. I don't know what you're talking about, Free. Zanzibar is an island that is on the shores of Tanzania. That's where you have like all these beautiful beaches and yeah. Le meilleur, c'est quand ils répondent Wakanda. Oh Lord, hi. Let me remove these subjects from my list. I have a long list. All right, boom. There you go. Listen, I want to tell you one story before, 2 more stories before I go, because Miss Zimbabwe, I talked about it. That's done. listen, I want to talk about this. I gotta keep my subject. I gotta keep my show under 1 hour. So it's already been an hour. So I'm gonna just talk about these two. This is a quickie. There's a woman in France. I don't know what her name is, but listen. Listen. That is crazy. So, there was a woman in France, single, struggling like a lot of people in France, trying to make ends meet. And she's there. And, I think she has a kid. And in North France, in Northeast Brittany. So she was there, working, taking care of her kids. But, life is hard, single mother. And one day she gets to work and they tell her, "We're sorry, but we're going to have to fire you." And she's in her 50s. And she was in despair. And you know what happened to her? The same week that she got fired from her job, she just won 109 millions at the Euro Million. Yo, now she can go back to her boss and buy the company. Yo, that's crazy. Récemment licenciée, elle gagne 109 millions à l'euro million. C'est le plus gros gain en Bretagne. Une joueuse a gagné 109 millions d'euros à l'euro million début septembre en validant son ticket à la mort plage. She just lost her job and boom. Can you imagine? And she said that she prefers not to be known, but small places. That's crazy. And she didn't even choose the number. She did a flash. Flash is when, like, the way I play, you just let the computer choose for you and look at destiny. Wow. Can you so she says that so you have to keep your ticket for a whole month until they give you the money, right? So she's saying that even when she's cleaning the grass, she's doing the grass, she keeps her bag. Oh Lord. What destiny. So she was worried after losing her job, but now, there's no pressure. Bro. So she's gonna buy a house and maybe travel. Listen, I don't know about her and the people around her. I don't know where she lives, but I would clearly move in another city. Guys, I'm missing some likes. Don't forget to put the likes. Listen, congrats to her. I would just move to another city where nobody knows me and start fresh. But hey, listen. How much she made? Non, c'est 109. 109. She won 109,268,140. Damn. That's what you call destiny. This is life telling you, so good, I got you. Don't forget to put the likes. Put some likes. That's crazy. Merci. God is good all the time. Yes, fake free. Há males que vêm para o bem. Man, that's wild. Free. That's wild. 109 million. It was written, God is good. Listen, if she doesn't believe after that, listen. Sweet Spot, what up? Personally, I mean, me, I wouldn't tell nobody, and I wouldn't change my life that much. I know what I would buy. There's something that is being built in my neighborhood. I would just buy me probably 2 apartments of 200 meters, one on top of the other. I would make my apartment on the top, and on down there I would put the bedrooms on the top, with the sea on the view of the sea. And it's not far from here. It's like 10 minutes walk. It's still being built, but it's going to be like a private condominium, luxury condominium. I would just buy 2 of them. Let me see if I know. If I win that type of money, because I know the apartments are around 2.5 million. I'm telling you exactly what I'm buying. I mean, there's a lot of them that I could buy, but this one is talking to me. Look at this. So this is in my neighborhood. It's called the Pines. So right now they're building this. For now, it's they're just doing the structures now, and then the entrance is not done, etc., etc. But listen, can we see the apartments? Let me see. Look at this view. So I would get me this penthouse plus the apartment that, oh, it's already 2 floors? Wait a minute. Oh, if it's 2 floors already, yeah, that's enough. 400 meters. Oh yeah, okay. No, I buy 2 of them because inside is 200 meters square. Or maybe then in this case, I'll buy 2 of them. One, you see, side by side. These ones, they're facing the water. The water is here. So I would just buy those 2. This one and the one that's here. Let me see if I can see it. Download. Oh, that's the plant. Look at this. Sweet, 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 sweet of the parents. Big living room, and then etc. So if you get 2 like this, now you're talking. Now you're talking. And this is the outside area, huge. You buy 2 of them. Can I have a gallery? So here we are. You can see this is what they're building right now. So for now, they just built this part, and I would get these ones. Probably this one and the floor under. On the down there, I do a huge living room and my huge office. And then on top, I only do bedrooms. And actually, I live here. My building is this one. Yeah. Yeah, I think I live here. So listen, my daughter's school is not even far from here. So trust me, this is my daughter's school. So I live here. So I would just install myself here in the middle of the green and with the view. Oh Lord, listen, look at this. They're not done yet, but yeah, these are gonna be nice. I would just buy that and wait. They're probably gonna be finished by 2024. So I would buy them now and just buy 2 of them, and then create a mega thing. And I would work from home, and I would have like my club Shada would be like probably 50 meters square. Like I would have a huge office. I think you have the swimming pool on top, right, of the penthouse. I don't remember. the penthouse there. Here, this is how they are. This is how they're gonna be. It's 3D for now, but so you have like, I think you have your apartment here, and then you have a living room plus the swimming pool and plus the, yeah, these are gonna be nice. So you get 2 of those side by side. There you go, you're done. Nobody has to worry, etc., etc. And I think they have a cinema that you can rent. They have playing room for the kids, a gym, everything you need to never have to leave your condo. And the entrance is, they have security at the entrance. They have a gate. They have a swimming pool outside for everybody. When you have friends over, I mean, you can use your thing. And you see, gated security, etc. Now this is going to be nice. And listen, it's just down the street. Like, I was watching this one. There's another one that also I really liked, but I don't think, let me see, I think I have the text from the girl who find apartments for me. I could also get that one. It's gonna take too long to find it. Forget it. WhatsApp is taking too long. But yeah, listen, that's what I would do. But yeah, you know, bravo à elle, hein? Vraiment. Félicitations. Là, part pour les poteaux, on peut les mettre à l'hôtel, hein, dans ce cas. I already told you, if I win Euro Millions, you're going to be the first person I will talk to. Oh, listen, that's exactly what Body Salva told me to. Yeah, listen, this is gonna be amazing, and I can see it from the window. That's the crazy part. This is gonna be a great apartment. There's another one. Listen, let me show you this apartment. I have to show you this apartment. What's her name? Anna Patricia. Damn, I was trying to finish this show before midnight. Anna Patricia. Let me find her message. She sent me some stuff. So wait, let me see. She sent me an apartment. I was like, yo, what is this? The problem is, oh, look at this. I'll buy this. Oh no, it's not. Oh, it's not available anymore. Lord. Too bad. It's not available anymore. Somebody bought it. Okay, let me. Somebody bought it. So it's not available anymore. Let me see. Wait, all the apartments that I like have been bought? Let me see. There's no more T4s? Okay, good. Let me see. I don't know if I'm gonna find it. 400 meters square. No. I might buy this, actually. I might buy 2 of those. It's a duplex. And this one is more near the center of my neighborhood. Same thing. In front of the water. Not far from the hotel where my father loves to go. It's actually... there are apartments, but they are also, you have all the service of a hotel. You have a gym, you have 2 restaurants, you have beautiful views. You are like 5-minute walk from the shopping center. Yeah, it's like if you live in a hotel, and you can take your breakfast down there. You have swimming pool, you have a gym, you have This one is nice as well. And this is the restaurant, and you also have some working places. And even if when you have somebody that comes, you can just book a small apartment inside, and they just stay there, and they can just be at the. So you see, this is my neighborhood. Here you have an hotel. There you have another hotel, and this is where you have the cinema, shopping center, etc. So me, I live on the other side of this avenue. I live completely there. But so that would be maybe further for me, for my daughter, for school. But in reality, with that type of money, I get a driver that works for me 24/7, and it's just in the parking waiting for these orders. It's too bad that this apartment is gone, because listen, that apartment was crazy. It feels like all the apartments that I like have been taken. It's only these. Yeah, they've all been taken. But anyway, let me not start looking at apartments. I just moved in, so it's not the moment. 4 people are watching and they didn't put the like. I'm just saying. Dalia, vraiment, là, vous visitez tranquille, quoi. All right. Listen, I think I'm going to keep the next subject for next week, because no, let me go. Let me finish with this one. Zelensky. You know that, to me, interestingly, Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, became the king of emotional blackmail. Whenever he doesn't have what he wants, he just goes, and it's interesting the way he's received, as if he's like Jesus, and people are they want to touch him. They like and listen, he's a guy from media, so they know how to play the game. He knows how to play the game, but you know, when he goes to the US, I mean, it's starting to wear off. But a year ago, when he would go to any country, people would be like, oh my God, they just want to touch him. People would stand up and clap and etc. Like, there would be such a display of ass licking wherever he would go, and this decision of everybody, that a collective of just wanting to paint the whole story of this whole situation from one side. For some of us, we were like, because other presidents and of other countries in Africa, in other parts of the world, you look at this and you're like, wait a minute, like, when our invaded country, when our president goes somewhere, they don't have standing ovations. There's not all these drama, that is all the storytelling, when sometimes it's exactly the same situation. And when the French or the Americans are invading others people country that are sovereign as well, saying that we need to free people and add democracy, those people are not presented as the victim the way that he is presented. It's not like second coming of Jesus. It's like, oh, you are evil, you this, you that. When you look at a little bit of what's going on right now in Ukraine, he's getting full power. All the political enemies have been silenced or put in jail or fired. And interestingly, it feels like people are starting to open their eyes a little bit and just going back to opening their eyes and just just a little more realist and just a little bit more, yeah, I would say balanced in their opinions. It's then maybe just less emotional and more, okay, what's going on for real, like. And you know, Poland is the country that has given the most weapons, I mean, other than the US, in Europe, is the country that has given the most weapons, like 300 tanks, this and that, weapons, ammunition, etc., etc. And what was going on is that Africa, and this is not a subject because I don't understand why, but Africa and some other parts of the world, I don't understand why, because we have huge lands, we could do it ourselves, but anyway, are dependent on the wheat from Ukraine to be able to do bread, to, I don't know why we can do wheat ourselves, but okay. All these cereals from Ukraine, they were blocked by the Russians because of the war. They were all blocked because the Russians put a blockade on the Black Sea, right? So, at a point, an African delegation with the South African president, they wanted to go to Poland and to go to Ukraine to talk to President Zelensky and tell them, hey, listen, you guys need to sit down and talk about it, etc., etc. They try to go there, they get blocked in Poland, and Ukrainians said, hey, listen, Africans, like, chill, like, you don't have the capacity to understand what's going on. Get the fuck out. All right, they go back. Then the Africans go to Russia, and they tell Putin, yo, listen, what's going on? Like, and Putin is saying, listen, we have a peace treaty with these guys, but the Americans and the English, they don't want peace to be done. They just want to fund another war because it's good for them out there. All right. So Zelensky goes everywhere. He goes to the UN, goes everywhere he goes with his attire, and back then with the bird and stuff. Everybody goes and clap in hand, and then he starts distributing points. Who's good, who's bad, who should help. We need weapons, we need money, more weapons, send us weapons. If not, your country, democracy in the world will die. So wait a minute. So Congo can be invaded, Niger can be under push, everywhere, right? Sudan can be in war, but if Ukraine is invaded, it's the end of democracy. That's what we have been told for a year now. And so he goes everywhere. And when the French companies were saying, listen, we invested billions in our Renault plant to build cars in Russia, we cannot just end this investment because there's a war between you two. We are businessmen. We have to think about our business. And we have people that are Russians and Ukrainians maybe that work in these plants. And they have families. You know, they have families, and we need to, we need to take care of them. They are innocent. They're not politicians. They just happen to be Russians. But no, the anti-Russian propaganda was at all-time high. So all the French companies and the rest of the world had to leave Russia. And if you didn't leave, it meant that you were just pro-Russian. And so this was the whole narrative for the last Yeah, the last year. And so at a point, the African countries ask Putin, listen, bro, we need the cereals because without the wheat, you're going to create famine in Africa. So Putin said, all right, I will let the Ukrainian wheat only, the cereals, go through another thing, and we will not attack for that. All right. So Ukraine goes to Poland because they cannot go through the Black Sea. So the Ukrainians, they go through Poland and they ask the Polish, hey, listen, can we use... So let me show you the map of the world. It's important that you understand clearly how it works. So, all right. So where is, all right, it's here. So normally Ukraine would, so this is Ukraine here, right? All this. And normally what they do is they ship all the cereals from here, and they go from here, Turkey, Istanbul, whatever, and then it reaches Africa and all the other places, right? But because here there's a blockade from the Russians control all the sea here, the Black Sea, they cannot go through here. So what they did is they went through Poland, which is here, more near the center, right? So all the war zone is in around here. So what they do, they take all the wheat, they send it here to Poland. And from Poland, it's supposed to continue to a port here, and or maybe by train, continue to the rest of the world. That was the deal. But the Polish said to the Ukrainians, yo, listen, you are sending your cereals here, but it's to sell them in Africa. It's not to sell them here to Poland, Slovakia, Hungary, all these places, because we already have our farms and we already do our business, right? And Zelensky said, no, don't worry. All good. And what happened was all the farmers, so let me invent prices. Let's say that the price of cereals is, I don't know, $100 for a ton in Poland, right? Fake prices, right? The Ukrainians, when the cereals will arrive in Poland, tons and tons of cereals, they would sell it for half the price, 50, to the Polish people directly, and to the Hungary, Slovakia, all these countries, all the countries around them, they start selling a lot of the cereals directly, destroying the local markets. So the Polish start telling the Ukrainians, hey, we are helping you. We are giving you weapons. Can you please stop flooding our market with your cereals and competing with our own people? Because now you are destroying our economy. And because Zelensky is a god now, he went to the UN, I think, or Europe, I don't remember what. And he starts saying, yeah, you know, there's a lot of countries, they pretend that they want to help you, but in reality, it's just theater. They pretend that they are the allies, but in reality, they are against you. they are pro-Russian. Because now, whenever you say Russians, whenever you say that somebody is pro-Russian, boom, there you go. You are a black sheep now. So he went and he did that. And he said, yeah, all these countries, they pretend they're your friends, but in reality, they're not your friends. Because what you don't understand about all these regions, all these parts of the world, they are a lot like Africa. There's a lot of ethnic groups that don't like each other all around here. There's a lot of ethnic stuff going on here. And these people, they don't like the Russians, the Polish. But it doesn't mean that they like the Ukrainian. It's just the enemy of my enemy is my friend right now. But in reality, if you are starting to having a big head and believing that you're going to sell all your wheat and destroy our market, the Central European market, we don't agree. So what happened was that the European Union signed a law saying that the cereals from Ukraine cannot be sold in Poland, Slovakia, Hungary, etc. And what did the Ukrainians do? They continued their business. They continued selling. Zelensky now. So this week, wait. The president of Ukraine said, you know what? We are done sending weapons to Ukraine. We're done. Because you believe now that you can distribute points, you God, and you decide who does what because Russia this, Russia that. Poland's prime minister said his country is no longer sending arms to Ukraine as a trade dispute between the neighboring state escalate and his party is facing pressure from the far right in the upcoming elections. He said in a television interview late Wednesday that Poland is no longer transferring any weapons to Ukraine because we are now arming ourselves with the most modern weapon. And he also said that you don't want to help somebody that is drowning in the sea or in the swimming pool because they are so making so many noise, adrenaline, that sometimes they are more dangerous to you than they are dangerous to themselves. So sometimes it's better to let them face the danger themselves. And yeah, I thought it was interesting. Again, I don't have no sides here, but you are starting to see a little bit that the people that are presented to you as the good and the people that are presented to you as the bad, it's all a question of point of view, and it's all a question of what are we talking about on what subject. And these good people can be bad to others, and these bad people can be good to others. It's not as black and white as everybody's trying to make you believe. And now the President Zelensky is saying that he wants to be part of the G20, which is the reunion of the 20 most powerful country, and he wants to go there. He wants to be invited. And South Africa was like, yo, who do you think you are exactly? Well, I'm Jesus on earth. And people are starting to tell him, bro, chill. Chill. We understand you have been invaded. You're not the only one. There's a lot of wars going on around the world. But media have been trying to make us all believe that our dead are not important. The only ones that are important are those ones. But now you have a lot of countries that are starting to be like, yo, listen, so when are you guys sitting down? And the Americans are continuing to say, no, you don't sit down. But even the Americans are starting to be like, yo, bro, because they're doing the same thing with the weapons. As it seems, there's a lot of weapons that are already in Congo that were supposed to be in the battlefront in East Ukraine. Some of them are already in Congo, in Gabon, here and there. Because these people, yeah, that's what they do. Nice weapon. We have to use it, or we could sell it. Let's sell it. Because all these people that you are presented to you as good and bad people, no, there's a lot of bad people on both sides. A lot of good people. There's a lot of great people. I've been in both places. I met amazing people in Kharkiv, St. Petersburg. Met a lot of amazing people from both. Actually, I met a lot of couples that were from both because they are neighboring countries and stuff. But there's also a lot of bad people, just like anywhere in the world. And the way the media is trying to tell us a story for just to spend all this money on weapon and feed the pockets of some individuals. After a year, people are starting to be like, and the president of Ukraine goes everywhere and continues to distribute point and say, nah, listen, if you are not with us, it means that you are with them. And a lot of countries are just starting to reply, nah, bro, we are with ourselves and we have our own things that we have to do. And we don't have to, actually, especially if you're starting to have this attitude and also starting to think that you can do whatever you want. People are starting to say, chill. We'll see where this gets us. What are we gonna do? Let me read your last comments, and then I go. Long time I didn't do a 1 hour and a half show, but cool. Listen, what are we gonna do? Tomei is saying, just like Harry and Meghan, Zelensky is just getting boring. Well, it's not the same set, but yeah, the story is starting to wear a little bit. I can see that from Poland, given their history. Black Free saying, is Ukraine even a democracy? Yeah. Listen, this whole thing started because they were abusing of parts of their population. They were trying to do some ethnic cleansing. So, hey, listen. Tomei is saying that will never make sense for me. How many Ukrainians fit in Africa? Africa can produce its own cereals, just like Angola and Nigeria could feed the entire motherland. Yes, but these are politics that were also created back in the colonial days, and this is what a lot of these new leaders of the Sahelian Africa are trying to push now. They're trying to push a different way of doing the world, and the Occident is trying to keep the old ways where they were just the winners. They were the controllers of every monetary movement. They were the controllers of the main economy, which was the dollar or the euro, and they would distribute the good points and the bad points. They would say, hey, listen, these are the bad guys. Everybody has to vote with us. Africans, follow us. But now there's a lot of countries that are saying, well, listen, it doesn't work for us. It didn't work. It never worked. And we're done. That's why the African countries, they were like, listen, we're not going to say nothing. And we are just seeing the multipolar world start to form in front of us. I don't know if it will go to its total states, or if we will end up with just two blocks again. Maybe it's going to be China and the US, or it's going to be a lot of smaller blocks like Central Europe, Western Europe, Eastern Europe, Russia and their friends, China and the Asian Pacific, Africa. Maybe there's going to be Northern Africa, Central Africa. Like maybe it's going to be like this. But this idea that you have just one country and their vassals that are deciding who's the good ones and the bad ones, it used to work when they controlled the movies, when they controlled all the TVs, when they had the control of the storytelling. In the days of the internet, it is complicated to have all the storytelling. You can show Russians that are manifesting against the war, because a lot of people are against war in general. But it doesn't mean that all the Russians are against it. Some of them, they're like, yo, we have to go save our brothers. They are getting killed. So it just depends where you are and what news you watch, and you're gonna see a different point of view. And what they have created, these YouTube things, and Twitch and Kick and Twitter and all these places where we just have the freedom to think. Just think. It's not a question of telling you what is right or wrong. It's just the freedom to think, to ask ourselves questions, and maybe not have all the answers, but just think and just say to ourselves, I don't think it's that simple, because it's never simple. Never. No war is simple. No leader that is painted bad or good is completely bad or completely good. There's a lot of wars, like, I'm sorry, like, again, like the invasion of Iraq killed millions of people and nobody cares about them. In the Occidental media, they keep saying, yeah, but they never had weapons. So they lied. And nobody went to jail for lying. Nobody, like, why? Because they have like a joker card. They have a wild card. Like for them, it's like, nah. And this is what is changing. A lot of people knew this. I also believe that the main mistake, I told this probably a year ago, the main mistake that the Occident did was remove Russia from SWIFT and take all the dollars that they had and tell, like, okay, all these dollars, you don't have them anymore, and start doing a witch hunt and take all the boats from anybody that was Russian that had millions. Like, it was like, what's the point with the war? And all this, I believe it's just the bullying tactics that are not working anymore. So, hey, what are we gonna do? And me, I'm gonna sleep. That's all I know. Let me look at the last. All I need to tell is that my knee. And I say because they don't want to give the seeds. The seed are now Monsanto business, and Monsanto want land in return, and you have to buy the chemicals, etc. Talk to me. There you go. Vous savez que c'est la dette des pays africains envers la Russie. Il compte aussi aider à la sortie de cette arnaque dégueulasse. Yep, the CFA. Yep, that's why they hate him. He's trying to destroy their business, but I think they're destroying their business by themselves. But we're going to have a conversation about the whole African thing, but not today. The facade of him never fooled me. I mean, he's doing his job. I'll try to understand every point of view. L'Inde silencieux va devenir très puissant. 1 milliard de personnes. 1 milliard, pardon. Les derniers seront les premiers. Nous sommes témoins du pont de bascule. Le chaos est nécessaire à toute cette fin de cycle. Yeah. Yeah, we are actually the privileged witnesses of everything is, you know, Black free thinker is saying China is going to win that war. That's something that I want people to remember. If we go back to 200 years, in the years 18 something, right? Back then, everybody had colonies, and you had, I think everybody was using French money at that time, because French was the biggest colony. Or maybe no, everybody was using the British pound, because Britain was the main one. I don't remember, but then there was the big war between the British for to keep India and stuff with the French, etc., etc. There was all these wars, and somebody was not saying nothing. It was the Dutch. They were waiting. I'm mixing it up because I don't have the facts in front of me. But when the war was finished, the Dutch money became the worldwide reserve, because they were the one that waited during all these drama. After that, there was the French money became the reserve money, and before that it was gold, of course. Then it was the pound. Then it was the World War. At the end of the Second World War, Bretton Woods Accords, the Americans, they waited for everybody to kill themselves, right? They waited. Some of them sent money on weapons on both sides, let people kill each other. When they were done, what they did, they came and said, hey, we can help everybody rebuild, but we're going to need everybody to use the dollar. And boom, that's how dollars, to simplify, became the world reserve currency, and it gave the Americans the power to remove all your money because you use their money. So right now you have a proxy war between Russia and the US, and who's not saying anything and is waiting? China. It's just the cycle continues. Every empire, even the Roman Empire, even the Byzantine Empire, even back when Lisbon was a caliphate, and the Moors were about to invade Europe. It was the huge empire. All empires fall, and what happened is that at a point, they went back down, and Lisbon became Lisbon, and the whole Iberic, Spain and Lisbon, they went back to being Catholic countries, and they told every Muslim that was there, if you want to stay here, you have to convert. If not, you go back down there. And then, cycles. The Roman Empire, everybody thought that Rome would never fall. Listen, the English Empire was 1/4 of the world belonged to the English, and then they had to give it all back. And right now, America is the empire that is falling in front of us, and they're doing everything they can to stop that. But it's just the nature of things. And listen, the internet, even like the kind of values that they want to standardize in the world is not working for most people. A lot of countries, they don't accept the values that they are wanting to push to them. A lot of countries are just saying, listen, we understand, we want to do business with you, we want to get money from you, or we want to sell you something, etc., etc. But we don't understand why we have to change our societies to look like yours when we don't like yours, and yours is crumbling. Why do we have to go with all your laws when here it was different? Yeah, but les droits de l'homme, shut up. Let's do corporations and leave us alone. And I think what is going on right now, not to do a whole episode about this because I was saying bye, but these countries, the Occidental Empire, have been used to leading and deciding what is right, what is wrong, who can have atomic bombs, who cannot, when they are the only devils who use them. And people are starting to say, yo, listen, but back then you got scared because you were bullied. They use sanctions against you. And it is good that when America decide to sanction you, when they don't want to work with you, right? It should be just an American sanction. But when America sanctions you, everybody else has to follow because America bullies everybody else. So when they say, hey, nobody works with them, they also say, hey, anybody works with you. If you work with them, we will not work with you too. And normally it should be, hey, listen, I don't want to work with them and I will not work with them, and that's it. Everybody, you do your thing. And that is why people are needing to have balance of different powers. And yeah, they want to have a powerful Russia, powerful China, powerful India, powerful Africa to be able to say, hey, listen, they don't want to work with you, we want to work with you. So that all these countries that are smaller can have a choice and not just have one person that is just deciding for everybody what you're going to do, how you're going to do, your sexuality, all that stuff. And this is what is going on right now. This is what is happening in front of us day after day, month after month. The revolt of a lot of people who don't want to be the checkers in the game, in the chess game. They're tired of that. And this is why we are going to a multipolar world. It's really what is going on in front of our eyes, and we'll see. And what the French are saying, what the Americans are saying is, yeah, but China is evil. Russia, Putin is evil. But listen, if you're in Niger, you say, you're not better. You're not better. You didn't do nothing for me either, other than taking all that was there for me, protecting a small cast of leaders and letting us rot anyway. Or as long as you had your uranium, you didn't care. So they're like, no, this is gonna change. You were buying the uranium, how much? $1 a kilo? No, it's 200 now. La fête est finie. This is what you are seeing now. People are starting to say, listen, we'd rather go to shit as long as we control the ship. We will figure it out by ourselves. We want to figure it out by ourselves. And as I said before, if I became a world leader, the first thing I would do would have all the engineers create me an internet that we control, create me a clone of Twitter that we control, create me a clone of YouTube that we control, create me all these things, all the platforms that exist around the world. We would create versions that exist for my citizens, so that whenever they criticize something that they want to criticize, you don't get your channel removed, as is happening to a bunch of people. Don't forget that last year we were all receiving emails. I still have my emails where we were saying, it was telling us, hey, listen, you say anything about Ukraine that is negative, your channel gets removed. We were receiving that when there was a lot of things to say. If you want to understand how we got there, there was a lot of things to say, but we were receiving emails telling us, hey, these are the guidelines. And I receive emails from YouTube every month with the guidelines of this month, the things you can talk about, the things that will get you demonetized, the things that get you blocked, the people you can talk about, the people that you cannot talk about. So some people, now let me stop here. It's 1%. Let me stop here before they think I'm not. Let me stop here. Listen, let me go because you guys are gonna keep me here for another hour of talking. It was interesting, but yeah. Seeing these dynamics is a transversal way. In a transversal way means that we can see things with more clarity. Very, very smart. Drill Camp, Julie. Controlling the narrative is controlling the power system. Indeed. Drill Camp, it is so disturbing to see all these attempts at soft power with so many repercussions behind it. Yes, a lot of people are short-sighted. Free is saying Britain had the navy and thus the power. Yes. Listen, if you want to understand today, what you have to do is learn about yesterday. Just try to learn. Just try to interest yourself. There's a lot of documentaries. Just try to understand the last 200, 300 years. Just what happened, who, how. And you can understand, you can see what's going on, and you can see the movement, because humans are just humans. That's what they will do. And once you understand that, you start to understand, you start to see in a clear way what's going on, and you understand it's not a question of good or bad, it's a question of power. Always. It's never nothing else than a question of power and control of the resources. Nothing else. Never, ever it is about good and bad, protecting people, ever. The people that tell you, oh, we want to protect these people, they don't give a fuck about those people. They just have people telling them, hey, listen, if we lose the control of the uranium here, it's going to cost us this. We have to keep control. That's it. That's it. And if you listen well about, like, the French politician, when they talk about this, they will tell you strategic interests. That's what they are interested in. We want to control this, and that's it. And interestingly, the biggest sources of minerals in the world are in Africa, in Russia, in China. So they're trying to control. That's it. But let me go home. Let me go sleep. Yvan, I will. Inbox, Facebook, please send me a DM on Instagram, please. I never go to my Facebook inbox. It's full. There's a million people in there. Please, Yvan. Oh, yes, they did. Listen, they are way older than us. It's a 4 millennium countries. They've been in the country for 4,000 years. They have the time. They understand. It's going to be 100 years, and they do it slowly. In the Middle Ages, Portugal expelled the Jews who were responsible for the Netherlands' actual good economy and finances. Yeah, well, it is what it is, bro. Nous restons vigilants. Listen, I hope you enjoyed this show. If you did, please don't forget to put a like. Don't forget that you can always super chat to become the stream royalty, like my dear friend Anan. This show is brought to you by Shada, where you can get amazing stuff. I'm having brand new covers coming for iPhones, iPhone 15 and down. Gods of Good Fortune. It is now midnight and 35. I can't believe that. Back in the days, that was the start of the show. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for the 200 people who were watching today. It's been a pleasure to have a conversation with you. Don't forget to put your hearts, put the likes. Don't forget to share this show with your friends if you want to bring more people. Listen, next week, tomorrow my daughter is going to school, so I'm going to bed soon. Next week, we will talk about French rapper MHD, about autonomous vehicle, about Michael Jackson publishing genius business. That's gonna be an interesting conversation that we're gonna have, because we also have to talk about music business a little bit. It's important. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the show. I'm gonna leave you with actually this track called Stay Home, which is the anthem of Club Shada. Since it's just starting, I'm just gonna let it play, and I will see you guys next week. Blessing, Shada gang.
You're so good.